You just started with the best way possible. Fucking
Oh yeah.
office slippers.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the Jovial Pursuit Podcast. I'm your host, Jovi. Those are my co-hosts, Brandon Office Slippers.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Brandon?
Oh man, I'm so excited for office slippers. Like,
Oh,
I know I was trying to hold back the old guy, like sort of thing, and I can't tell you, like, cozy slippers. Like when I have like a cancellation or something, I don't know what it does to me, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get some slippers, and yeah.
bro, here's how much I wear mine. I blew a gasket.
Oh shoot, dude. Shoot.
I looked down one day and my boy was waving at me like, "Hey, Pikachu said what's up?" So I was so excited to get
Remember me?
So I was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, they don't last more than a year. I'm surprised they last that long. But I always get the hard bottom ones because, gotta be able to move. I need a little friction.
Yep.
But that's hilariously old.
Yep. And then I told you, I told you the other thing that I was doing now. Like, I'm officially backing into every parking space.
Bro, I saw that and I was mad.
Why?
Hence me not responding. I'm like, bro, no. This is where we separate. This is because that's old man behavior.
Yep. Just the spectacles and like look at him back up. Yep. Yep.
Knowing the fact that there's a rear view camera. It's like Jill doesn't use it either. I'm like, I don't even know why our generation has these. This is not for us.
We don't need them. The young folk need them, but we don't need them.
It's crazy now seeing that like some don't know how to back up without it.
Yeah. Yep.
What is that?
Yep.
Wait, did I do the phone thing in the last shooting?
Which phone thing?
This one.
Oh. I can't remember.
Bro, our episodes are off. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah.
But all right. You know what? Let's just hop right into it. Because one of our topics is about motivation and getting things done and like getting back to it. And there's something that occurred to me this week on that. You know, we were going to talk about motivation deficit and like just kind of how we all get to this point and how do we hop out. Now, what I'm about to say is for those both for in religion and those outside of religion, because the concept works nonetheless. I find the biggest situation that we deal with this motivation deficit is lack of faith in it. Lack of faith in ourselves and our situation and perseverance to get through. More times than not, we, just succumb to the idea that, this shit's not really going to work out and just kind of half-ass some stuff if do anything at all. And it's because you don't have any faith. You don't trust yourself enough to think that you can get it through. Yeah. And that's it was a particular scripture line that I've been saying a lot here recently, just as a bit of a gag, but also because it's surprisingly true. And it's when the Messiah is talking to people and he's like, "Oh, you unbelieving generation." And I'm like, sir, that is absolutely correct because we don't believe squat. In a world of all the facts at our fingertips, we don't believe a damn thing. And that ventured into my motivation of like, okay, what typically helps motivate people? Well, trust in themselves to do something or trust that it will be done in some way or fashion and moving in the world as if that is the case. People don't do that. They forget that is a perspective to have outside of just like, oh, it's it's only based on the work. But what happens when that work doesn't look like it's amounting to anything? You give up. You know,
Yeah.
you're in the gym for a while, for a month, and you're like, man, I really should have lost some weight. And you're not seeing the pounds drop. Or you find that you hit that plateau area and it's like, what's going on? I'm putting in all this work and nothing's changing. Stay true to it. Like, keep going and understand that the results will be there. They absolutely will be there.
Yeah. I sometimes think that isn't that part of the process of what helps you keep motivation for the long term, is having to sort of have resilience through those plateaus or the not having the results that you wanted. And so then you have to develop like a deeper level of motivation to keep going.
I believe I mean, all right, yes is the answer to that. But one thing that when it comes to faith is you don't have to see it. You just don't have to see it. And in ways you're willing yourself to believe a situation that isn't right in front of you. And that to me is one of the pinnacle points of motivation.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of little micro motivators out there that help in situations, but faith is ultimately the motivator. Some look at faith as what's the term? Manifesting and things like that. You know, if you're a little bit more on the spiritual development, or just understanding like that as a mechanism, the idea that, yeah, I have to see myself in a position to be there. Like, I don't think anyone's gotten really anywhere without like truly of their own, like wanting from their dream to it happening. You don't get there without it. You just don't.
Yep.
It's a concept that's always present in the background, especially when you make that dream. It's like, yo, I had enough faith in myself to succeed.
Yep.
Or, you know, trust in the world that, you know, it's not such a shitty place and I can do this outside of my standpoint.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add on to that?
The other thing, I mean, in the topic of motivation, like motivation a lot of times has to come from this really deep sort of value system. But I also think people sometimes think that you need it in order to start doing the work. Like, I need to get motivated in order to start doing whatever it is. And what I've seen is that motivation is typically like a companion on that journey. Like, it's not there at the start of the change. It typically shows up a little bit later, and it's like, hey, good job. Doesn't this feel good for doing this? And you're like, it does feel good. Thanks, motivation. Then it's like, I'm gonna go for a little bit. Bye. And you're like, hey.
Right. It's like, hey, where'd you go?
And then it comes back again, like, hey, you still good? And you're like, hey, you're back now. I missed you.
I'm on my couch. He's like, wait. I left. What? I just went to the other room. I'm like, no, I decided to sit down because I don't have it.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Come on.
I left 10
Come
seconds.
on. Yeah.
But it is a roller coaster. I love the way that you put that, because it absolutely is like a high and low battle of like, I'm here sometimes, and then like you're doing the thing and you forget about it.
Yeah.
And then you recognize it's gone and you're like, oh shit, I'm drowning. And it's like, no, you're not.
Yep.
Motivation's just sitting in the boat behind you.
Yeah. We can do it.
You're faster than I am. I'll catch up though.
Don't you wait for me. Come on.
Right? It's just pushing you along, and it's like, huh. It's pushing you along. It's not pulling you. It's pushing. And we're looking for that toe as opposed to the push.
Yep.
Because we can swim, but sometimes
Yep.
we get a little tired, and it's got to help us, move along. Nice. I like when analogies kind of just come out of nowhere. It's a good time. This man is not present in our podcast today. He's
Me?
just on the phones, doing stuff. Busy man. I can't be.
No, I I may or may not. May or may not. I reached out. I was wondering because it was an email that popped up. And you know how like sometimes you can make like VIP emails, like so they like alert you as notifications sometimes. I may or may not have tried to reach out to Peter because I want to see like does he do some like commissioned work. I didn't hear back, but my phone alerted me that apparently our Medicare application went through as a clinic, so we can take Medicare now. So
that's not as exciting. But let's talk.
No,
about Peter.
You talk about motivation. Peter, did you watch his videos on his website?
I was going to. I have it. I literally have it up on my other screen right now.
Okay.
I was looking through. Okay, so I was looking through some of the shirts. Some of them are still the same. There are some new ones, a little bit better. Mm-hmm. So I give them that. It's less dark.
Yeah, like okay.
So his mood's better.
Okay, hold on.
I'll pull it up.
Okay, I was gonna say you should show me, or like we should probably pull it up because I'm like the website seemed much better than last time.
I want to say it's about the same, quite honestly.
Really? That's what made me wonder. That's what made me wonder though if it was the right one or the wrong one.
Yeah, because it's got the story page and everything. Like that's what I read through the first time, and I was like, it's an interesting story for real.
Is it like still like the magazine, like the newspaper article on the T-shirt? Is that the thing?
The All About T-Post?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was there before. But the collaborations seemed to have turned up a little bit more. I saw Kanye in there for one of the art pieces.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm going to share.
Peter Lundgren.
Right. I'll bust on the screen. There we go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, his page is really dope. I'm not gonna lie. Some of these art pieces are really cool.
Yeah.
So you guys have been hearing us talk about Peter for a hot minute.
This is Peter.
Peter's got a t-shirt company, a subscriber-based t-shirt company. And a lot of cool pieces, a lot of like random retro insert type of things. Let me see if I can go back. So this is the page of the people that he's worked with, and they've got like little bio pieces in there, and it's really cool. He's reached out to us a couple times. Admittedly, we hadn't been, the greatest of people, but we were in our infancy of the podcast, and well, actually no, we were just talking about him like a couple weeks ago.
Sure.
That's where I'm like, he reached out again, and I was very surprised. But I also was like, when did he get a hold of us the first time? Was it just a couple months after we started?
Yeah.
Or was it this time a year ago?
It was a couple months after we started. Or maybe it's this.
Nonetheless, I got a email saying like, yo, hey, remember us? Check us out.
Yeah.
We've got some updated stuff. Just go over there, subscribe now. Bunch of different things. I'm thinking about, getting my little free t-shirt. I got an email for it.
I mean, I tried to email him and be like, can we do collabs with the platypus? Like,
I'd love to do that, bro.
I know.
That'd be
That's why I
great.
was like, I didn't hear back though. That's why
I
I was
did
like,
message him back saying, yeah, I'll for sure check it out. Um, so that being said, doing that, and yeah, we'll see where that goes. Hit up Peter. He's in like Sweden or something.
yeah.
But
In
Peter, Peter
in
looks
his,
like his life is doing great right now, and I'm glad things aren't so grim. Because some of those things, like literally, he's got the UK on one of the shirts, and it just says "shitty, shitty, shitty."
yeah.
I think it's talking about the weather. In retrospect, I
Yep.
think it's talking about the weather, but also the name of the show is Today's Weather.
Of course it is.
I
Of
don't think I
course
ever
it
paid
is.
attention to that. I was just excited someone messaged me. Oh, the other thing I gotta start doing, since we're talking about companies and whatnot, I think I'm gonna go for Govi's ambassadorship this year. They're doing their applications right now, which means I got to put in a little bit more work. But you know, try and get some going. We'll see. See,
Dude, we have like, oh no. We could, if they wanted, I looked into the lights you sent me, the link. There's some really sweet ideas.
Oh.
I have like so many ideas in my head where I'm like, I'm pretty sure, especially around Christmas time, I'm pretty sure I could light up my block. Like I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
like, cause they're not like too much wattage where it would like, blow a fuse every time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I was like, I'm pretty sure. And I might be just.
Are you gonna get the permanent ones?
Those were the ones I was looking at. I was like, those, yeah. But I also had this moment where I was like, I'm handy enough. So I've put in like new breakers, new fuses, sort of stuff, and when I've done wiring for our house. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can put in a fuse just for my lights. Like it has no other purpose, just to be like, this is what they're for. Just
it's shitty at rent right now. Oh, because I would do that.
I know. That's why I was like, Govi, I'm telling you,
Govi, hook your boys up.
If they were like, hey, like, Javon, here's the ambassadorship. Also, Brandon needs to follow through. We want to see his house from space. I'd be like, you got it. You got it. It's gonna keep people up at night. Like, they're not gonna be able to sleep.
I don't care about people. Not like that. And enjoy the pretty view, if anything. My thing is, you can use the outdoor ones for like year-round purpose. Like, any holiday, put it pink for Valentine's Day, random red, white, and blue for President's Day and July 4th, little Juneteenth, red, black, and green, Thanksgiving, orange and green.
Is it
maybe
orange
red?
And green? Are you going just based off of like the color of the food? Or like
foliage.
Oh. Yep, should have caught that one sooner.
Yeah, blue. One of my favorite things is like for the lights, especially for these, they've got a setting for Christmas Eve where it's Santa like going around. Like you see, I want to say it's a red light, yellow light, and then a couple behind it is more red lights going around the chain. Let me see if I can find it.
That'd be sweet.
I'm on Govi right now. Your boy stay on the website.
I'm telling you, you definitely go for it. This could be a beautiful, beautiful pairing.
Govi and Jovi coming together. Come on, it's right there. God. But they just updated it too, so I'm still getting used to some of the updates. As I say that, it's literally an update.
Yep. That's about right. You know? It's like
Christmas night. Is it Christmas night? No, not that one. Bro, there's so many. They have so delivering gifts. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. I gotta find it. Oh, it's this one. You'll see it. He come around. Come around the bend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sweet.
I'm like, bro, there's so many things. I don't know how many times I'm gonna sit here and talk about Govi in these episodes, but until they fucking give us a campaign, I'm on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So start off with the ambassadorship and go from there. We're gonna figure it out. Well, yeah, that's that. Brandon, why do I have whales as my backdrop right now?
Cuts. That is the answer to if I could be an animal for a day, I'd be a whale. Just hanging out in the ocean, swimming around.
Be nice.
Don't
Be nice.
Don't do it. What are you?
Okay, we talked about being fat in the last episode, so now I want to be like, so aren't you a whale right now?
I mean, accurate.
I was trying
I'm gonna
to
be a ripped whale.
My...
I'm gonna be a ripped whale, just like jacked in the ocean, just like, what's up?
That's not how whales work. The water's really cold.
So then I would fit in. Then I'd fit in. I'd just jump in and be like, what's up, guys?
It's just floundering.
Yeah, just like, hey. It's cold out here. I'm ready for this.
You just doing song. I was trying to be nice, but then you were like, no, don't do it. And so I have to.
I would, if I was out in the ocean, like on just a boat, and it was one of those ones where you could like hear like the whales, or like I would, if there was a microphone or a way to transmit, I would give it a shot and be like,
all you hear, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Just the whale version of just, huh?
Oh, the saddest story. One of the saddest stories I ever heard is about this whale. And they sing at a different decibel than every other whale. So they can't communicate with anything. So it's just swimming solo. Just by itself. I'm like, no. Talk about one is the loneliest number. I'm like, nah.
Out there trying whale sign language to communicate with his flippers, just like, no.
And they're like, bro, you're not a seal. Stop it.
Get out of here.
And he just goes to the deep depths, just
saunter. And the sonar starts picking up like,
bro, it's
sobs.
so sad. Hold on, let me see if I can find this story real quick.
Sobs from the deep, just
bro, it's terrible.
Oh man, what's your animal?
I did switch one up, and my second one switched up, but my first one stays the same. The reason I chose this is because it's just a worker. A worker goes back to his family, just hanging out. So I chose the beaver. Just out here engineering the world and the natural environment. And in retrospect, I hear it now and I'm like, that's a weird choice.
I get it. You know, you get to gnaw on wood all day and build stuff.
Pause. I don't want to be a beaver no more. I changed my mind. Nah, never mind. I'm out here in my brain. I'm thinking, yo, they got schematics. They out here
they're just like
rulers and protractors out. They're just chopping it down with their paws, and I'm like, no, they put.
He's just like.
It is amazing that their teeth just regrow. But they like if they don't chew them down, it'll impale themselves. It's wild.
That's such a weird thing to think of. Can you imagine like all the people that are like, beavers, get out of here, and the beaver's like, no, you don't get it. Like it hurts. I gotta get rid of it.
Listen, I don't have a dentist to grind this down for me. Go,
like, I wouldn't
go tell him to chew on rocks.
I wouldn't do this if you guys like help me out. Just like, grab like.
They need to start like messing with rocks. Get into masonry. Get out of the carpentry business.
Then they'd probably
dumb.
It is.
This is so dumb.
Just look at us, just a fat whale and a beaver, just wandering out for a day. Like, we're a bunch of weirdos, aren't we?
Bro. Okay, what's your second one? Maybe we can rally. Oh, that's right. I gave you a second one last time. And it. Oh man, I have not been nice to you recently. And I need to talk about it. Because why did I say your next one would be an elephant? The world's largest mammal, or land animal.
Yep.
But no. It's the family orientation. I don't know. Both of my animals are family orientated.
Yeah.
Man.
What animal would you not want to be then?
What animal gets bullied the most? You know what? Actually, not even bullied. It would be the now disregard for them. The American pigeon. Because we went and domesticated it in a whole bird species. And then we were like, after the wars, forget you. Just, you're eating trash, scummy birds. And I'm like, bro, that's because we don't take care of them anymore.
Yep.
It's so bad. But I wouldn't want to be that because I'd feel that emotionally. I'd be like, oh, it's wild. That's like black people in America. I already feel that emotionally.
I mean, accurate. I will say, like, yeah, it did. I will say, like, pigeons do feel like the animal that even PETA's like,
you can take a couple out.
Yeah, we don't.
First of all, PETA kills just as many animals as no kill shelters.
No. Really?
Bro, PETA is just as bad.
Dude.
They're just as bad. And also, if you think the way that you guys want to fight for animals is, breaking into people's places and whatnot, that is not the way that you do that.
No.
That's not how you campaign for civility and rights.
That's true. Oh, I sent you that hippo story, right? With the guy that like rescued the baby hippo?
Yeah. Idiot.
Yep. I was reading the top part of it, like, there was a man one time that saw this baby hippo that like was in trouble, and I was like, that's not gonna end well.
He was this. Ow, my color's orange right now. He was this.
It was definitely a white dude that was like, I will help the baby hippo. And then the story continues like, and then 3 years later, when it was full grown, it drug him off and ate him.
Hey, bro.
Like a hippo. Like that's like the hippo thing. They don't care.
They're known as murder horses.
Look at that big
It's terrible because they gallop through the water. They can't swim.
Yep.
They're nearly fully muscle. Like, we see a little bit of fat, but bro, there's solid muscle underneath all of that. Which brings us back to the other animal that I want to be a gorilla.
Ooh.
I'd hang out with gorillas.
We should go.
Not chimpanzees.
And like, No, chimps are dirty, awful. Like what they do to each other when they're just like, nah, I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna rip you apart.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, bro, they're humans if we let just instinct go. Just live off instinct, just go off that. That's what chimpanzees are. Every dark thing that we suppress, they do.
oh yeah, everything. Like,
It's awful. But a gorilla, which have you heard what them beating their chest actually sounds like? It's hilarious.
it is.
It's a bunch of pops. It sounds like
Yeah.
Why you got a snare drum on your chest? Like, doing bongos, bro.
That'd be sweet though if you were a gorilla, you just like you start doing it and then you like hit a groove and you're like, wait, hold on.
I would be the one. I'd be like, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. I got something.
It'd be a Stevie Wonder beat.
Yep, that's exactly what it'd be.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. But also, like, again, the family orientation. As if you guys don't know, I love family. So screw you guys. I don't know. Someone's gonna make a joke about it.
So,
people pick on positivity these days. Like, oh, look at him loving his family. I'm like, what are we doing?
That's true. I just feel like we just like pick on anything. Like anytime someone does something dumb, you're like, no, we should pick on that one. And then even if you're like trying to do life right, they're like, oh, look at him.
Look at him getting his shit together. Oh, doesn't want to drink anymore. Better than us. Like, yes, I am.
What? I'm glad you noticed. Get in line.
People are funny, dude. Humans are fascinating. The
We're
most
a weird bunch.
Arrogant yet unmotivated bunch.
You remember? I remember watching the Pixar movie WALL-E and their depiction of humans just being these obese people that were just like roaming around in their spaceship. I remember watching that movie and being like, they're not wrong. like
100% correct.
You're not wrong, Pixar. Well done. That's a nice
We're
gentle
hopping
like
into that right now. The amount of automation and whatnot that's going on. Mm-hmm. AI is going to be controlling people's lives. It's the thing is they're willingly like accepting it, and I'm like, oh, so you just don't want to live on your own? Mm-hmm. Just throw it in the towel for real.
Yep.
Although those floating chairs, they did look pretty cool, and it would be nice to be able to swim whenever you want to, and then you can change your day-night cycle in your bedroom.
Dude, I'm telling you though, like
that's too much.
Well, just even like so, my wife is a nurse, and I will never forget like when we were first married, and I was just like I'm a therapist, but I'm not like in a hospital setting. And I remember we were having some discussion about like why you need to get patients up and moving, and she was like, "Cause like if you're not moving, if you're sedentary for like 3 days, it's incredibly bad for your muscles and your body, and you'll start to like lose muscle tone." Yeah, like all this stuff, and I was like, "We're like for real? Like if we're just humans and we just don't do anything, like a timer starts, and your body's like, hey, we're not using that anymore. Okay, cool. We'll just
shut it down."
Yeah. We don't need that.
You don't need those calories over there. Let me use that since you're not really eating great. I gotta substitute with myself.
Yep.
It's like wild because where is it? In Japan, they have a competition to see who can be the laziest. And they're supposed to just lay on this mat and not do anything. Okay, I pulled up 2 stories. I pulled up a story. I'm pulling up the second one.
I'm pretty sure America could win that competition. Like,
Some people, I'd put our most depressed against their most depressed, and I'd want to see that. Because I'm like, that's how you're really gonna maximize your time laying down. You're not gonna do it when you're super excited and whatnot. You're gonna feel antsy.
yep. Yep. It's true.
The laziest citizen contest, where contestants compete to see who can be the laziest while lying down. Contestants are allowed to eat, drink, read, use electronics, but they must do so while lying down.
Huh. Oh yeah. I mean, we've got a whole generation competing for that championship right now. like we got that. We've got that for sure.
I want to say, all right, Gen Z is like that of Gen X. I think there's hitting a turnaround. Or maybe it's whatever one's after Gen Z. That because they're getting back out there doing some traditional stuff all over again, like learning crafts and stuff, where there's a couple generations that just kind of skipped those hobbies and getting back to the land and stuff.
I'm referring to the baby boomers because they're all retiring and they're like,
Oh, I assumed you went younger.
No,
Fair enough.
The boomers, they're like, I've been through it. I'm tired.
That's solid. You are so right.
Like they're ready to take on that challenge.
Yeah.
Give them some books.
Just put them in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Arizona. Put them in Arizona. Mm-hmm. They call the whale 52 hertz. Good news.
He has friends?
Good news. Recent studies have said he likely can be understood or recognized, at least recognized by other whales. So the whole thing is whales sing at a certain frequency. He sings at 52 hertz, which isn't as clear a sound distribution as their other song. So the fact that he was wandering the oceans by himself is why they called him the loneliest. But it sounds like he can be recognized.
What species is he?
Blue whale? Let me see.
Okay. You know why he's doing it though? See, you're all like, "Oh, poor guy." I'm like, no. He's just wandering the ocean doing his Barry White impression. He's out there just going for the sort of deep sort of singing. That's what's happening. See? Everyone's all like, "Oh, poor 52 hertz. He's lonely." He's dirty. He's out here and he's like, "Hello."
I hate that you tried it.
He doesn't want to be understood by anyone miles away. He wants whoever's closest. He doesn't care. He's like, you're 5 miles away.
I just hated your Barry White impression. Although his is not a voice that you can easily mimic.
No. He goes down to a register that's just, you're like, oh, I didn't realize there was a basement here. This is huge.
Anyway, all right, man. We've prattled on randomly enough. Let's see. Any final words for this week? Any motivating words that might help push somebody along?
I think if my motivating words were gonna be like, if you know that it's good for you.
No.
What?
How is he an unknown?
He's an unknown whale? Like they don't know what he is?
The loneliest whale is a large male whale of an unknown species that calls at 52 hertz.
It's the Loch Ness Monster. We found him. There he is. He's not a whale. It's Nessie.
The thing is, we have video of him, so how do we not know? I
Is it
hate
Nessie?
this
It's
Google
Nessie.
AI implementation. It's not Nessie. Shut up.
There he is. We've been searching. We thought he was out in Scotland. There he is, just wandering out in the ocean, just looking
How is
for a
he
lady.
getting to and from Scotland to Lake
I don't know.
Ness?
He probably piggybacks. He's like carried along by a bunch of like Yetis or Sasquatches or Squatchies, as I like to call them in the
Really?
plural. Squatchies.
Really?
Bunch of Squatchies carrying him all the way to the ocean, and they're like, "We'll see you later, Loch Ness. Whenever you need to come back, you just use your like Barry
So,
White song."
what you're telling me is a bunch of cryptozoological species gathered together
Yeah.
in Scotland, no less,
Yep. To
to
go from
carry a
Loch Ness.
whale from Loch Ness to the ocean.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Let me leave with some good advice. 'Cause
Wait, hold on. We do have to admit that my theory of how he got from Loch Ness to the ocean is still more logical than some of the conspiracy theories out there right now.
no, it's not.
It is.
It's
Have you
not.
heard some of the ones out there?
That there's an underwater cavern or like breaching cavern to get to and fro. That's the main one I know. I don't really know of any others because obviously you can't have ancient dinosaurs in a lake. Like, what are they cloning themselves? Not that it's unheard of, but that would be the largest situation of that.
I did.
Because I told you
hear
of the
one
all-female lizard species.
Yeah.
It's wild. Nature's
That-
crazy.
Yep.
But I don't think there's a dinosaur.
Perfect.
We'll skip the other topic that we had for next week. And I
Alright.
want you to come up with some more that aren't so dark.
Fine.
All right. Good advice. I said it in an episode that you guys didn't see. I'll say it again. Don't be afraid of success. You are allowed to succeed.
Mhm.
You should want to, in some capacity. So don't be afraid of it. I know that's one thing about motivation for myself that scares me is what happens if I succeed. What is my life like then as opposed to what it is now? And it's not that it's bad, but it's like, am I ready for that?
Yeah.
And I want to be to a point where I am. So I have to disassemble this concept that I am afraid of success, where no, I'm ready and happy for success. So hope
Good.
if you're in the same boat as me, that helps you out. Till next time, guys. Peace and love.